The other thing you do is you generate trust.
Mhm.
You say, hey, I want to be upfront with you and tell you how bad it could go. Like, let's talk about the worst case scenario first.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust you if you do that, particularly since no one else is doing it. An example from my life this week is my landlord has just sent me the itemized deductions they want to take from my deposit because I just moved out and there's some damages. Well, whoa, the damages are like double my deposit. And so we might end up going to small claims court for it. But as I was writing my dispute, and here's what I think the charges should really be, I realized there's one thing they didn't charge me for. They may not have seen it yet. It might be covered up. And I'm so tempted. I can't tell you how strong the temptation is to let it go. Because I thought, why do I want to give them more ammunition when this might go to court? This is a negotiation. Why do I want to make their case for them?
Right.
And I decided in the end to put it in. And here's the main reason. It's the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. Hey, check out the top of this. I think there's some damage. I think my dog did it, my puppy. And if you think my dog did it, let me know how much you think we should charge. All these other things I dispute. Now, what's the benefit? Firstly, I feel better about myself. So my confidence goes up because I don't have to look over my shoulder all the time that something's going to bite me on the ass.
Yep.
But the second thing is maybe they'll read that and go, oh, well, this guy's actually being real with us. He's not just trying to take us to the cleaners. Maybe we'll be reasonable with him. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a bonus if I get it.
Has it played out yet?
I haven't had a response from them yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying you should do this all the time. And I want to make this caveat because the question that comes up is, should I do this all the time? Should I take risks or no?
Yeah.
I used to be a consulting actuary. My whole life was about assessing risk.
Yeah.
I've found 9 times out of 10, it's been worth it to tell the truth. Even if I lose the relationship or if I lose the client or whatever, I find it's worth it. But 1 in 10 times, hey, I'm not perfect. When I was in Bali and they showed up at my doorstep and said, we think you've been subletting your villa to other people and that's not okay. And we need you to appear for an interview. I'd love to tell the truth and say, yeah, you're right. I did it. Let me pay the fine. But then I found out that there could be jail time for subletting my villa in Bali while I'm trying to negotiate a bribe from within jail to get out. So I decided that's not a conversation I want to have. And a lawyer said, you should really just leave the country and then come back in a few months, it'll all blow over. So I'm not saying you should always take that risk. What I would say is write down what could happen, what could go wrong. Okay, if I tell the truth, this could go wrong. This could go wrong. This is the worst case scenario. Then ask yourself, what could go right? If I come clean, or if I take this risk in my business, if I go and ask this celebrity to endorse my product, if I go and pitch TED to be a speaker, if I blah, 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 what could go right? And that can be very exciting. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't see like all these things could come out of it. And then you make a choice. Am I willing to accept the possible consequences? If you are, go and take that risk all day, every day. And if you're not, okay, make that conscious choice.